The debate. It seems there are some frustrations for you. Tell us about them.
Well, good morning, Rika. You know, the people who should be frustrated, actually more than frustrated, are the voters of Iowa and the voters of New Hampshire. Because you see, the voters of Iowa voted. And in that vote, I beat Christie, I beat Kasich, I tied Bush for delegates, and yet I'm not on the stage and they are. So what does that say to the voters of Iowa? And the voters of New Hampshire ought to be kicked because apparently ABC and the RNC are saying, no, you can't make up your minds 3 days before a primary. We have to take somebody off the stage who's clearly a viable candidate. So the voters of Iowa and New Hampshire are being kicked, and I have been saying all along in this election the game is rigged. And now you see it in plain day.
Yeah, there are a lot of people like Mitt Romney and other leaders in the Republican Party that are upset with the RNC and upset with these rules that are keeping you off the main stage. Is there any chance that you can get in that debate?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the ABC announced their criteria last night, and yes, you're right. There are a lot of people who are upset with this because, you see, remember the original thinking here. The original rationale was, oh, we have so many candidates, and they can't all possibly sit on the same stage, so we need to use polling data. Well, guess what? We're down to 8. 7 people have dropped because they couldn't go the distance. And so ABC is using criteria polls from January 1. Sorry, I thought votes counted. So, yeah, there are a lot of people really upset. It's interesting that of the guys on the stage, Ted Cruz did the right thing, Ben Carson did the right thing. They said, you know, she ought to be on the stage. The rest of them were silent. Maybe they're afraid to debate me, too.
Hey, Carly, it's Willie. Do you have any sense that this may change before tomorrow night? There is still time. Rand Paul dropped out of the race. It seems to me that that would open up a spot for you because he had qualified. Are you still fighting to get on the stage, or have you conceded that it's over? And if so, what will you do to counter what's happening Saturday night to get your message out in New Hampshire?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I don't know what ABC and the RNC are going to do. I know that there were certain candidates lobbying hard at ABC and RNC to keep me off the stage. I think they are afraid to debate. I don't know how they're going to defeat Hillary Clinton if they can't even debate me. But so I have no idea. But look, here's what I'm going to keep saying to the people of this nation, but in particular right now to the people of New Hampshire. The game is rigged. Power is being taken away from you day after day. It's why I'm running. We have to restore citizen government. And what this debate debacle shows is that votes and delegates actually don't matter that much anymore. What matters are backroom deals between the RNC and the ABC about who's going to get on. You know, this is George Stephanopoulos' network after all. So maybe George really doesn't want to see Hillary Clinton ever have to debate. But it's a rigged deal. It's a backroom deal. And meanwhile, I think the voters of New Hampshire believe that it's their job to pick presidents, vet candidates, and winnow the field. So I'm going to keep talking to them.
Carly Fiorina, thank you very, very much for being on with us this morning.